Why do narcissists use the silent treatment? I'm Elizabeth Shaw. Welcome to the channel, which is all about the narcissistic personality disorder, to give you more understanding of those you might be dealing with in your life, what you've been through within your life, how to handle those you cannot go no contact with, and ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information useful on the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want notifications when videos are released. Just because they don't put their hands on you doesn't mean they're not abusive. The narcissist silent treatment is an act carried out by the narcissist who refuses to communicate with someone who is willing to communicate with them. It's to completely ignore someone because they feel contempt, as they feel the person is beneath them or worthless, as one of the characteristics of the disorder is superiority. Your no contact is an act to free yourself from someone unwilling to communicate with you effectively, someone reluctant to compromise. The silent treatment is another form of psychological manipulation the narcissist uses against others. It is another form of emotional manipulation for them to keep power and control over you, as they feel entitled to do so. It's so the narcissist can avoid taking accountability for something they have done, avoid responsibility for their own actions, to maintain their dominance over you. It's used to punish you for something you have or haven't even done. They believe they are superior and want you to conform to their demands. The silent treatment can last for hours, days, weeks, months, and in some cases, years. Some people do this as a one-off isolated incident that they can go too far because they are genuinely hurt and unable to speak, and they just feel hurt and just fall into the silent treatment. It's not done to cause you pain. When they do feel able to talk, it would be a two-way conversation. With a narcissist, it's often a repeat pattern of behaviour with you or others around them, as they use the silent treatment to punish you. They want you to conform, and there is no give and take. The silent treatment is a passive-aggressive form of manipulation where it's done covertly. So, although we know they're doing the silent treatment, we know they've fallen silent on us. We don't understand why. So we don't understand the true reasons of what they are doing or the damage it causes. The three types of silent treatment a narcissist will use are the present silent treatment, where they stay around and ignore you, making no eye contact or not acknowledging you, or they just stop including you. This is you, so you become hurt, confused, angry and upset that they are ignoring you, insecure that they're not including you, to get an emotional reaction from you to them. The absent silent treatment, where they just disappear on you, but you can still message them, you can still call them. They might not reply or answer. You might be able to see that they've read the message, but they'll not answer it. This is you, so you become fearful, confused, upset, concerned and worried about them and your relationship. The ghosting. This is where they will vanish entirely. Their phones are off, or you're blocked, social media shut down, or you're blocked. No way of contacting them at all. This is usually if they're with the new target, but not always. This is you so that you do all you can to get answers and closures. You might reach out to their friends and family, and this can help with their smear campaign against you. The reasons a narcissist feels a need to use the silent treatment. 1, you've done something or refused to do something for them. 2, you've criticised them in some way, most often unintentionally. 3, you've refused to break down one of your boundaries. 4, you've confronted them over something they don't want to accept responsibility for. 5, you're no longer filling their needs. 6, they've drained you, you need help and support, and you can no longer help them. 7, they feel like you're not giving them the attention they believe they are entitled to. 8, you've asked them a question and they believe you question their authority to do as they please. 9, to bait us into reacting to them, especially in front of others, so they can use our reactions in their smear campaign against us. They go into the silent treatment to break down your boundaries, to get control of you and to get you to conform to their demands, to get you to beg, plead, apologise and chase them, to react so they can blame us, to confuse us so they keep their power over us. When we chase them as we want to end the pain, end the silent treatment, communicate, get on with other people, not realising we're giving them exactly what they want you to feel beneath them and work harder to please them. When we do that gives them the advantage, that gives them the leeway, and they will fall for the start. They will use the silent treatment even more, knowing that we fall for it. Which is why sometimes when you go into no contact, they'll not come for that Hoover because they're waiting for you. They know that you normally give in and go chasing after them. So if you go no contact, that Hoover can take a long time because some are extremely stubborn and some will think, no, every time I've gone into the silent treatment, they've come chasing me. We have to remember they don't think how we do. They're not looking for compromise. They are looking for dominance and control. They are seeking that apology to confirm in their minds that we are wrong and that they are right. With the attention you give them, they believe they are important and they believe that they are right. They don't have the emotions and they lack the empathy to care for your thoughts, feelings, fears or tears. The silent treatment and what it does to us. 1, the silent treatment hurts the brain and triggers pain pathways. Emotions triggered by the silent treatment engages the same part of the brain as physical pain does. The silent treatment hurts. Psychological, emotional pain hurts just like physical pain. If you try to remember when you broke your bone or fell off a bike or burnt yourself, any physical pain you suffered, you know you suffered it at the time and it hurt at the time, yet it got healed and you don't feel that pain anymore. You can't remember the pain to the extent it hurt. It doesn't hurt the way it did when you instantly did it, when you think about the incident. Thinking about memories of emotional pain hurts until we heal it. And when we can't see it, it hurts even more. When our memories are connected to our emotions, anything that triggers a memory triggers that pain we felt at the time until we heal. And it takes time and work from us. When we connect our emotions to a memory, whenever we think of that memory, it brings us back to whatever emotion we felt at the time. Sometimes we have to change the meaning to a memory so the memory no longer has a hold over our feelings or our present or our future. 2, we love company and we are designed to communicate with others. They know cutting you off deep hurts. Now, sometimes people can't be around people 24/7, but we still are designed to communicate with other people. 3, it damages our brain. Your short-term memory and decision-making skills are lowered as it temporarily shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain that houses our thought process, and it grows our amygdala, the part that houses our emotions. With long-term narcissistic abuse, these might stay shrunken and large. When you get out and start working on you, these can be healed. 4, we want to belong. The attachment system is opened when we have those deep conversations in the idealization stage. Our object consistency usually develops around the age of 2 and 3. We have that emotional bond. We care. So it hurts, especially when those who are supposed to love and care for us no longer wish to know or speak to us. 5, we blame ourselves and look for reasons for what we have done to cause it. Blame ourselves and apologise. make excuses for their behaviour. The worst thing about excuses is within our mind, they are extremely valid. 6, we can become angry and aggressive, so they do it. So when you then act out in anger or you react, they blame you for the problems with their projection and their blame shifting. 7, we become addicted as they can play nice when you up your game to help them. They might reward, reinforcing in your mind it was your fault, so you try harder to please them. For them to bring you down again, you end up constantly seeking how to gain their approval, walking on eggshells around the narcissist to avoid the silent treatment, slowly losing who you are. In contrast, they gain further power and control over you. 8, we reach out to them as it hurts. It feels painful. The mental pain is draining on us. The emotional pain is draining on us, and we want to end it. The narcissist takes this as winning, and they can keep it up for as long as they please, as they don't have that emotional intelligence level of where you are coming from. Their thinking, their cognitive thinking and their emotional thinking works completely differently to us. The silent treatment makes us feel invalidated, powerless, invisible, confused, intimidated, guilty, angry, frustrated, hurt, lonely, depressed, anxious, and insignificant. So what can you do? 1, remember you don't need their approval or validation. It's helpful for others to value you, but you don't need it. Your value comes from within. Those you need in your life will value and respect you for who you are. Those you don't need in your life, they don't respect you for who you are, and you don't need to keep them in your life. You deserve so much better. 2, observe, don't absorb, recognise it, see what they are doing, note they are using the silent treatment to hurt you, to disarm you, to gain control over you. Ask yourself, what are they wanting to achieve from this? Don't look inwards for answers. See this as their problem that they only do to hurt you and gain further control over you. 3, if they want to be silent, they're entitled to be silent, and you're entitled to leave them to it. Remember, you're not the problem. Look for what they want or need from you and don't give in. As soon as you do, they will fall silent the next time you say no. If it doesn't respect your values, your beliefs, or your boundaries, that's on them, not you. 4, focus on turning inwards and find things you love. Lift yourself up. Find supportive people to connect with. Most importantly, connect with yourself. Think about what you need. No, you don't need them to help you. They are the ones that are hurting you. Exercise, meditation, yoga, go for a walk, read a good book, watch an uplifting movie. 5, keep yourself busy. Don't focus on them. Don't focus on their silent treatment. Don't focus on their behaviour. Keep yourself busy. 6, do not get in touch. Do not call. Do not message. Focus on the things you love doing. The more you keep yourself busy, the less you'll want to reach out to them. 7, do not let them know it's bothering you. That's exactly what they want, and they will do it time and time again. 8, remember, if the silent treatment hasn't worked, they might up their game. So stay safe, observe their patterns of behaviour, do not absorb it. 9, remember, they have insecurities, shame and fear. Most people do. Instead of dealing with those within themselves, they want to project or provoke you to pass those feelings onto you. You can't help them as they don't see a problem within themselves. You can, however, help you. Instead of putting your time and energy and effort into helping them, put it into helping you. 10, don't go for them for answers. They will not tell you what you want to hear. You are just adding fuel to the fire. They want you to go chasing after them. They'll wait until you find a reason of what you did wrong for them to fall silent. Give yourself the answers and see them for who they are. They are unwilling and unable to change. However, you can leave them be, become wiser and stronger, and learn what behaviours you will no longer accept from others. 11. Become at peace with yourself. Don't let others take you down. Remove negative people from your life. Saying no to someone over something you don't like is a significant deal breaker. 12. Do not react. That is what they want. Retreat, rethink, and then only respond if you really need to do so for you. 13. No contact or grey rock. Remember, you are worth so much more than living with these kinds of people in your life. They will play game after game with you, and we have to stop playing and start focusing on ourselves. And unfortunately, they will find someone else to play with. And it's incredibly difficult while you're in it, because we do not recognise these games. We do not see these games. We don't know what's happening to us. We don't know what's doing to them, what they are doing to us. Part of why people who have been around narcissistic people look up the things that they do, so that we have the understanding, we have the awareness, we can then break free from them and start living lives for us much happier. I shall add in the description where you can find me on social media. I'll also add in the description the courses that I have available and the link to the reading list of most of the books I've read a long time ago, but some of the books are what people I've spoken with have recommended. I'll add the video for how they control conversations, so patterns to look out for in how they control conversations, and the video for, I think it's 9 responses to a narcissist. So if you can't go no contact with them, you know how to speak to them so that they don't draw you into that argument. If anyone has any advice, please add it into the comments, because it is a community to help each other out. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.